Hi, this is attorney Mike Gravel coming to you from Chicago, and today I'm going to react to a couple of very funny clips from Boston Legal. Welcome to Law Talk. Okay, so the setup for this first one is that the attorney Alan Shore is prepping his client, and he's trying to establish an insanity defense, and he's going about it in a completely unethical but hilarious way.
What's the matter?
Well, the state psychologist finds you competent to stand trial, which we anticipated. But moreover, in his judgment, you fully understood the nature and quality of your actions. Basically, he won't support our insanity defense.
Did you expect him to?
Well, I was hopeful. Now, listen, I've hired our own expert. Very expensive, highly pedigreed. He could be an enormous part of our case. It's important when you meet with him to act nutty.
Alan?
I'm certainly not suborning false testimony or demeanor. Be yourself. But that little fist-tapping thing you do that.
Alan?
Also, the part where mouths were moving, but you didn't hear words coming out. Be sure to include that. And if true, of course, don't forget to mention you have no memory of squeezing a trigger. You're a lovely, sweet man, Roland. But our whole case rests on you coming off as a loon.
Now I have a duty to report you.
Yeah, they got this part right. In Illinois, we call that a Himmel duty, but there's the equivalent, I think, in every state in the country, and that is the duty of an attorney to report unethical behavior that they observe to the licensing authority, in our case, the ARDC.
I prefaced everything with if true.
You just coached a witness to act crazy.
Nonsense. I said be yourself.
Alan.
Tara. Did you hear the part about sweet, lovely man? That's true. Do you want that sweet, lovely man to go to prison for the rest of his life? I'm not talking about observation in a hospital until he's cured. I'm talking about prison for the rest of his life.
That's not what this is about.
That's exactly what it's about. That's what it's always about. You're not here to serve a process or an adversarial system second to none in the world. If you're lucky, you'll have the opportunity every once in a great while to defend a decent human being who really doesn't belong in prison. You've got one here. You know what you do in those situations, Tara? Whatever you can. Nothing more, but nothing less.
This next clip is just kind of silly. Apparently, Denny Crane has saved the day by pulling out his gun in court to thwart a witness who pulls out a gun in court. This is never going to happen in this day and age, certainly not in Chicago. No one's going to get a gun near a courtroom, but it doesn't matter. It's just so funny. And the judge is, of course, a little crazy, and the whole exchange just makes me laugh.
And he's in here waving around his poopy cock with his mumbo-jumbo jibber-jabber.
At a minimum. Enough of all this. Mr. Crane, you had no excuse to be carrying a gun.
Second Amendment, Founding Fathers, you probably knew them.
Jibber-jabber. I'm going to let you off this time with just a stern warning.
Thank you.
I haven't given it yet. Mr. Crane, I warn you not to do this again. Not guilty. Adjourned.
William Shatner is fantastic in that. The whole thing just makes me laugh. I've done a few other videos involving Boston Legal for the same reason. They really have some funny moments. They miss a lot too, but when it's funny, and I thought that was. Here at Law Talk, we do a lot of videos answering common legal questions. We also do reviews of law in the movies and then on TV. We also share some of our more interesting cases. We're always putting out new videos. So if you like that, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell.